Hi, this is Steve Everson here from Bentley, and today I'm going to offer some tips and advice on how to use your HoleBase and KeyLAB software from home. Please note that this video relates to the older version of Kinetic software from before the Bentley acquisition. This is also known as the HASP or Hardlock license versions. If you want more information on the Connect versions of the software or for Kinetic's Cloud, please see the other videos that are available. We have a lot of other resources available that will accompany this video that will go into much further detail on all the topics that we cover. These are available on our community site. Technical support is also here to help, so if you need further assistance to get things up and running, please contact our support team by either posting your question on our forums or by raising a support ticket request, and one of our support team members will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so just a few notes on how to install and get the software up and running on the machine. First of all, we would recommend that you use a company-issued laptop with a VPN connection if possible. This VPN connection will allow you to connect through to all of your files that you have in the office, and it will also allow you to access the license and database servers as if you were back in the office as normal. Obviously, if it isn't possible to get hold of a company issued laptop, it is possible to set up a VPN connection on a normal desktop machine, and your IT department should be able to help assist you in getting that up and running. Just to note that if you are using a company issued laptop, or at least a laptop or computer that is different to normal, you will require administrator rights to install our software. Once they are installed and up and running, you will be able to run the software as a normal user. Just to note, if you do need to get hold of a new install, then you can grab the installation files from our Kinetics Assist website. If you don't have access to Kinetics Assist, then you can contact our support team and they will help guide you on how to set up an account and how to get those installers as needed. Both HoleBase and KeyLAB both require a connection through to the license server. For HoleBase, when you first start it and you can't find a license, it will ask you to enter your license location. Simply click on the option for a network license and then enter the server name that you require. If the server name can't be found for whatever reason, then the program will give you a message to say that this is not the case. This is where it would be worth checking that you have a valid VPN connection through to the server, and if this all seems to be working, then contact the support team who can help you further. Again, this works exactly the same way for KeyLAB. When you first start it, if it cannot find the license location, then it will ask you to enter the license location into the KeyLAB license server dialog here. Simply enter the location of your server, and the application will then try and find the license, and if it is unable to do so, it will reload the dialog and ask you to enter it again. So it's just worth mentioning one more time that these all require a connection through to the license server. These will normally be done over a VPN, so if your connection isn't working, then this will fail. And if no alternative is available, then we may be able to provide a local license to keep you running in the meantime. Okay, and the last part of the puzzle is to talk about the database. So when HoleBase is first started, you'll be asked to connect through to a database location. When you start HoleBase normally, you normally get a interface like this, and you'd log in to a server somewhere on the network. If you need to set up a new connection, then you just click on Manage Connections, click on New Connection, give the server connection a name. Now this could be anything that you want, so I'll just call this one Demo for now, and you'd enter the database name as it appears on the server. If you are not sure what this is, then you can ask your IT and they should be able to get the details directly from the SQL server itself. So I'm just going to call this one WFH, and my server, you can either browse for servers on your network. Where my laptop is at the moment, this won't pick anything up, but you can click on that and it would give you a list of servers that you can find, or you can enter the name of the server directly. So I'm just going to enter localhost, which is actually my laptop, but if I was looking for a server, you can enter that as well. You then have the options to use Windows authentication, or you can enter a username and password provided by your IT to connect through to that database. Just click on Test Connections, and that will tell you if it can find that database and database server. If it can't for any reason, like this one will fail now, it will give you a message to explain why. If you need more help on setting up or connecting through to the database, then ask the support team and they'll be able to help as needed. And this is exactly the same as KeyLAB. So when you first start KeyLAB, you'll be asked to enter a database location. So you'll get the Connect database screen, as you see here. And I'm just going to edit one that I set up earlier, but the process is exactly the same for adding a new one. So you can see here that I currently have a database called KeyLAB. This name can be anything you want it to be. And this is a SQL Server 2014 database that is on this server with this instance name, and the database is called KeyLAB. Simply click OK and connect. Enter the username and password you need for the database, and it will try and connect through to the database server. If this fails for any reason, then again it's probably going to be that you don't have a connection through to the database. So again, it's just worth reiterating that both of these programs need a connection through to the database server. If this isn't possible for whatever reason, either through a VPN or for another process, then the connection will not be possible. And again, if all else fails, a local database can be set up. Just bear in mind now that this database would be completely separate from your other users, so they would not be able to have all the benefits from using a shared setup, including things like seeing live updates to all of the information or any of the shared components, etc. that you create. There also may be a further admin task later on to merge the changes from the local database back into the network source. And finally, it's just worth reiterating that we have a number of sources available to help you get up and running with the software through the use of training, help guides and videos. At the time of recording, we are currently in the transition of moving items over from our previous Kinetics website over to Bentley Communities. But once this is all available, all the community videos will be available on Bentley Communities, as you can see here. These are all the webinars that we previously have done as part of the Kinetics. And in the meantime, everything is still available on Kinetics Assist, from getting started videos for all of the software, to KeyLAB Designer and Administrator videos, to installation guides and more information on issues and FAQs, etc.